This is the best UAG case that money can buy. This is a Metropolis LT, and it has struck this perfect balance of the rugged durability that UAG is known and loved for, that you've come to expect, with kind of the oversized corners and the material choices, so you know you can trust that your iPhone's going to be protected, while it's also just feels really super slim in the hand. So even putting it side by side with other UAG cases, it doesn't look much slimmer, but it feels so much slimmer in your hands. Whenever I would switch and go back to other UAG cases that I've been testing, they feel so much more bulky and big compared to this Metropolis LT. And I think that's partially because the corners here are kind of rounded. You don't have a lot of raised edges on the corners here where it just rounds over. And then you don't have as much raised lip on the front as some of the other cases do. You still have enough to protect your screen, and you should be using a screen protector anyway, but there's still enough to protect your screen. But because of those two choices, it feels really, really good in your hand. It's got a really good amount of grip. And I love the texture on the back too, having this DuPont Kevlar is the material they've chosen. The one downside I would say, which UAG is addressing, when this case first came out for previous generations of iPhones, it only came in black. And now you can get this Kevlar material on the back and this mallard blue that I have here. You can get it in the traditional black. You can also get it in olive green. And then they've added a new material here as well for vegan leather. And you can get that in a camo pattern or in a cool typography pattern. So I haven't tested those, so I can't speak to the quality of the materials, but the case is still the same size and layout and feel. It's just a different material choice on the back here. I really like the DuPont Kevlar. It's got kind of a cool texture to it. I often will carry two phones in my pocket, a work phone and a personal phone, and it's been nice to just reach in my pocket and know exactly which one's my personal phone because of this texture on the back. So I can't speak highly enough about this case. It has been my go-to case. Out of all the UAG cases I have and other brands I have, I'm always going to go back to this Metropolis LT because, like I said, I get to protect my phone with a case that I know is going to protect it if I drop it, but it also is just a really great slim package that feels really great in your hand. Some other just normal UAG design cues, it's got the slits by the buttons, so you get really great tactile button presses. And then you have lanyard attachments, traditional lanyard attachments on the bottom on both of the corners. And then the camera control is a cutout, which I don't prefer, but it's honestly better than the other UAG cases I've tested. I switched back to the Plasma XTE recently to test it out, and I just noticed it was more flimsy here by the side than it is on this Metropolis LT. So not a deal breaker, but not my preference to have a full cutout there for the camera control button. All in all, this is my favorite UAG case, and I would highly, highly recommend it.